Trade Journal, April 4, 2023. Hey traders, if you're watching, welcome in, but I do this for me, my own learning. The first thought that I had that I want to express is that I really want to be at a point in my trading. Come up here, dog. Come on. Where it's like in Magic. If my opening hand is missing a land and I mulligan, I'm happy with that decision probabilistically. It doesn't matter. I'm not looking at the top of my deck and saying, well, I would have drawn a land, therefore I should have kept. No, I should have mulliganed. Probabilistically. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. So, this is where I want to get in my trading, and I'm getting there. I open a trade, and it doesn't work, and I'm happy that I opened the trade, it was fine. Some news story broke that I didn't expect. Price acted abnormal, and I took a loss, and it's okay, right? I would do it again, right? This is, not everything is an error or mistake, or I close my trade and it keeps running, but I closed on a proper signal. Oh, I should have held. No, I like what I did. I like my decision. It kept running. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. So this is where I'm trying to get to. Now, April, remember my April goals. It is high win rate, basically high win rate and pass funding challenge. Well, what have I done so far? Is I actually, I passed a free challenge in 2 days, and I'm in pretty good shape in a paid challenge. I started a paid challenge. The paid challenge with the 200,000 account, I need to go up 8%, and I grew the account by about 6%. So I only need to grow my account by 2%. Is that right? Yeah, I need another. If I risk 1%, I need a 2R to pass my challenge. Wow, it's April 4 and I already have that. What is my win rate? I have 5 wins, 1 loss. I have 3 BTC, 2 ETH in the winners. I have 3 shorts. I have 2 longs. I did lose AUD, but what is my win rate? 86% win rate. 1.3 RR. I'm up 5 R so far in the month, and I'm up $5,000, which is more than my living expense. So I'm super happy about it, but I'm not euphoric. And something that I really like about trading this way, trading high win rate, is getting these consistent winners doesn't really cause euphoria in the same way that like winning a $45,000 50R trade, it's like causes insane euphoria. And this, I like this is something I want to be able to depend on, is having a high win rate, trading. I don't expect to continue to win 80 whatever percent, but it's possible. And something that I like about having an important psychological change as well is before I was like, well, I expect to lose my trade, and if it wins, I'll be happy. Which is just bullshit, because then I take trades that I expect to lose. I expect to win every trade I expect to win. I have a stop loss in case I'm wrong, or in case my system is wrong. But my system's so good, I'm so good at executing the system, I expect to win every trade. If I don't expect to win the trade, I won't put it on, right? If this trade, something feels off, I won't put it on. This trade looks good, I expect to win it. I'm going to have a stop loss. I'm going to run that stop wide, but I expect to win it. I'm going to expect to win this trade, right? Another thing that I like about having a high win rate, it makes it two things. It's making it easy to pass these funding challenges. If I'm winning 86% of my trades, and even if I'm winning, say, 75% or 70%, or say 50% with a 2R, it's easy. It's going to be easy. It's going to be easy to pass these challenges and stack up these challenges. Also, it's easier. It's going to be easier to size up. If I'm win 80% of my trades, and my RR is greater than 1, like, it's not going to be hard to put my risk at 2%, for instance. And so yeah, I'm really a big fan of high win rate trading so far. I mean, this is the first time that I've really focused on it, and it's definitely working. And I want to keep this going. I don't want to. I don't want to screw up. Like, April's off to a really good foot. It could end now, and I would be happy. But we're only 2 trading days in, so I wanna keep the ball rolling. I don't want to force things. Continue to be picky and selective, and protect my capital. See where it goes. You know, if every week is like this week, plus 5R, I'm up 20R, and I pass a funding challenge. Maybe I pass 2 funding challenges. I'll feel pretty good, and I do feel like all the wild losing and of the past years is sort of necessary to learn and to get to where I am, and to get my system where it is. Another thing that's really helped me is restoring trust in myself. And this is also psychological. It's like, don't trust my emotions, don't trust myself to market order, don't trust myself to look at the charts at night. No, like, I have to really trust myself that I'm gonna make good decisions and let myself be free. Like, follow my rules, be disciplined, but don't have my rules set up in a way that's distrusting of myself. I need to trust myself, and that's helping. That's helping. And paying attention. Like, if I feel very stressed or anxious about a position, there might be a reason why. Like, usually that's a sign to log off and do something else. But I might think about it and be like, well, maybe I have too much risk on, right? So, my emotions might be telling me something. Okay, so now we're gonna go into today's trades. I had 2 winners. I had an ETH long that I entered yesterday and a Bitcoin long that I entered today. And I exited the ETH one early before I had a signal. And yeah, maybe I should have waited, but so let's talk a little bit about high win rate trading. Like, what makes it high win rate? Remember, okay, 83% win rate, or 86%, something like that. Well, the most important thing is accurate signals. This is by far the most important thing, accurate signals. And what's helping with that is confirmation, which is a certain amount of time passing your candle closing, and confluence, which is different time frames lining up, and is Bitcoin, ETH, and the dollar all moving together at the same time. That is a sign that it's a major market move and not just a liquidity, and a major market move is easier to trade. So this is by far the most important thing, because if my signal is accurate, if your signal is accurate, then, and you get in, like, you could have a wide stop, you could have a tight stop, price is going to move in your favor if your signal is good. So this is by far the most important thing, is the signal. The second most important thing, so this is for entry. Second most important thing is also exit, like knowing when is a good time to get out or a good time to pivot. To me, those are the most important things. Stop loss, partial, these don't matter as much, whether you partial or stop. Like, having a good entry signal and a good exit signal. So in these 5 trades, one of them has had one of them having a wide stop helped me. But on all the other ones, because my signal was so good, price immediately moved in my favor, and having a tight stop would have maybe cost me one win here. But point is, yeah, this is why it's working, is because I have accurate signals looking for confirmation confluence, and I'm acting on them, I'm not attached to them. So let's look at the trades we're in. Like, I had a big winner on ETH, and I had a big winner on, a small winner on BTC. Now I traded ETH long. A couple reasons, like Bitcoin dominance on a high time frame is like this right now, where it's like, yeah, we've rejected in this area 3 times, and then on a low time frame is coming up and then like sweeping. It's like there's a good chance we just reverse, and then we look at ETH BTC on a high time frame. It's doing something like this, bouncing off of support here, high time frame support, and on a low time frame is like doing something like this, where it's just coming back up. So I saw that, and when I closed my Bitcoin short yesterday, I opened an ETH long at the same time, which was wise. I ended up taking a Bitcoin long 2 today, which is maybe not as good, but yeah, I want to mention, like, okay, so win rate is all about signals. For me, an entry signal, like, I really want the confirmation of a daily close, or I know how the daily candle is likely to close. So I'm really only interested in putting in orders between, say, like 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. within a couple hours of the daily close. I don't really want to put in orders at night. There's not that much confirmation as well. Like, the daily candle is super important signal for me, but I feel like exit triggers can come at different times. So the one loss trade I had this week was AUD, and if I had logged in at night and looked at it, there was a clear exit signal, and that maybe could have saved me a loss or a partial loss. So me trusting myself, if I'm in trades, why don't I look in the evening and see if I get an exit signal, and I can cut that trade, because I'm trying to be high win rate. I'm not, my goal isn't to hold a trade for days and weeks. We're 4 days in, I've taken 5 trades, I can find 30 trades. I don't need to hold all these trades. I want to have free mental capital for the next trade as well. I don't want to be stressed. I want time to do deep work and not be managing positions. So I like the idea. I'm giving myself the freedom to check in the evening and trust that I'm not going to do dumb shit. But if I see a possible exit signal, I'll take it. So this is what I chose to do. Now, I told you we showed you how ETH BTC was looking bullish, and it got a bullish reaction. Now, we've had price action like this on ETH, where, okay, we're coming up, we're forming a range, we sweep it a couple times, we sweep the lows, and ETH is doing something like this, where on the weekly it had not swept the previous week's high. So I'm long right here, off of a sweep of some lows. We didn't sweep the lows, but we swept a couple levels down here. We're building like a range within a range at the top of a range. And seeing what was happening with ETH BTC and BTC.D, it made sense for a long. So I longed it, and it broke out, and it was holding above the top of the range. And this little, I want to do that in blue. This little trend line actually was a higher time frame trend line too, which was going all the way up here. So many hours it's holding a breakout. I saw this today. Meanwhile, Bitcoin, a little bit different. but similar. Sweeping the highs, sweep the lows, sweep the highs, swept the highs, so it's a little bit more bearish, and swept some lows. Now I went ETH had a solo breakout, Bitcoin did not. I have the choice, well, I can add to ETH, I can add to Bitcoin, I can do nothing. Well, I'm not going to close my ETH trade when it's a held breakout right now. I'm not going to do it. Well, I waited for the daily close. It closed, and I said, okay, well, Bitcoin, it had a little pump. It's doing this. Bitcoin's likely going to follow ETH on a breakout. So let me long Bitcoin right here. And I logged off. Now I came back 3-4 hours later, and what happened? ETH had another leg up, and Bitcoin took this and is reacting to it. Now, this is a really strange situation to me because, like I said, the probability is higher when ETH and BTC move together. That is my confluence, or a lot of my confluence. I want equal signals on both. So I really don't like how Bitcoin is, it looked like Bitcoin was sweeping a high while ETH was holding a breakout. And if we go on the lower time frame of Bitcoin, what I saw, it also created a wick and swept that wick, which you don't really want to see that on a lower time frame. And ETH looked similar as well. So like on a low time frame, the odds of continuation are higher if that first wick goes untouched and it's flagging down, because then you have trend line liquidity that can break, that can cause price to go up. But when you sweep that, it takes out those first shorters already and shows that actually the shorters still have power, the sellers. So I'm looking in this position, and ETH is definitely not giving a short signal. Like we have a held breakout. The next high is like way up here. It's super high. I kind of want to hold for that. I'm not getting an exit signal on ETH. I'm getting an exit signal on Bitcoin. That said, like, I would prefer to wait for confirmation of a daily close. But we have 12 hours to go. Like, I don't really want my profits to disappear. I want to lock it in, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, the way I'm trading, my goal is to make money consistently, pass my challenges. I don't need to hit home runs. Now, what I would want to see, for also the way ETH was reacting, it actually wasn't that high above this, and it was within the realm of possibility that it could sweep the previous day's high. Now, if Bitcoin had also broken out and was holding, this would have been an easy hold long. But since Bitcoin not only did not break out and appeared to be still failing in the range, to me that made it a fine cover. It's definitely not a short because Bitcoin might be maybe printing a short signal. ETH certainly isn't, and it's not a strong short signal because we want to see the high of the range swept. But it was fine to cover. Also, another reason I like covering is just to lock in high probability of passing my FTT challenge, a 200K challenge. I'm up around 12K out of 16K needed, and I had $12,000 open P&L with a $16,000 target, and it's day one. I have 30 days to go. Let me just close these trades, and then all I need is I just need a 2R and some change to get there, or a couple 1Rs. So let me just, I don't, like, this is what it's about. this didn't feel a high probability to me. It doesn't feel like an 80% to go up, right? Like we got the move on ETH. Actually, I longed pretty early. I caught 3 moves on ETH. I held for 1, 2, 3 moves. I broke it up into 2 trades. I got 1 good move on Bitcoin. And here's the thing, like I can log in tomorrow and I can see, oh, ETH torpedoed higher and Bitcoin broke out of its range. But that doesn't, and I can review that. It doesn't necessarily mean I made a mistake. It means that there was an odds that happened and it happened, and there's an odd that it reversed. I don't like the odds of reversal. I want to close. I don't know what happened. I haven't checked in. That was 5 hours ago. Did Bitcoin is Bitcoin reversing and breaking higher? Is it breaking down? I don't know. There's going to be more trades, right? So we'll see tomorrow. If I have confluence, I can take a trade. If I don't, then I won't. Yeah, but what was missing is confluence. It's like I want high probability is both of them moving together. Low probability is they're acting different. I don't want to trade them when they're acting different. I want to trade them when they're acting the same. That gives confluence. So tomorrow though, if ETH's holding a break and now Bitcoin's holding a break, maybe I jump back in long. It's okay. Like that would be confirmation. Bitcoin holding a breakout would be confirmation for me. It didn't look like it was doing it. So I took my bag and I'm flat and I have no orders. And I'll come back and I'll look at the market tomorrow. And this is going to be my approach. And if I make 5R a week, hell, I'll be super fucking happy. I won't trade. I won't do any trading Saturdays, Sundays. I'll do other things with my life. I don't know what it's going to be exactly, but yeah, more social, outdoor activity, more surfing, more reading, whatever it is. But yeah, if I can, I mean, I could even take the week off right now, but I like what I'm doing. I only have 2 more trading days, really. I really just trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and dabble Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but yeah, it just didn't seem high probability enough. It seemed like there was a chance of reversal on Bitcoin, especially, and I just wanted to get out. Also, I think tomorrow's a news day, non-farm payroll, so maybe it made sense. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Like either way, I'm winning, so it is what it is. Thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, we'll be back tomorrow and analyze these markets, see what happens.